and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, and I am back for the next episode of Red Sox franchise here in MLB The Show 25, and this is arguably the biggest episode we've had. Yes, we have had an ALDS appearance before, but this one is a little bit different because we are playing our hated rival, the New York Yankees, at Yankee Stadium. The Red Sox and Yankees do have a little bit of a postseason history. They've met 5 times in total, 3 times uh, in once in 1999, once in 2003, once in 2004. All of these were in the championship series. The Yankees won the first two, and the Red Sox won that one in 2004. In 2018, they met in the divisional series, and the Red Sox won that. And then in 2021, they won the lone wild card game, which that wild card game the MLB doesn't do anymore, as they have completely switched their they switched the postseason format for that. Um, but any game against the Yankees is a big one, and we are going into this game at a teensy bit of a disadvantage. We are getting Cutter Crawford's first start in about a month, maybe 2 months. But he is healthy and he is ready to go. He will be taking on Max Fried. I thought about going ahead and just letting Garrett Crochet start this game. He is mostly at full stamina, but he only was able to go 5 innings last time, and that was at completely full stamina. So I figured I'd probably be better suited just going with a different pitcher. So instead of letting Dustin May or Brayan Bello get their first start of the postseason, I went ahead and just decided, okay, Cutter Crawford will be our lead guy, and I changed up the rotation to reflect that. We would technically be on the number 3 slot in the rotation, so it is Crawford, then Crochet will start game 2, Huck in game 5, Dustin May in game 4, and then probably by that time we'd go back to the start. I'm not saying that Bello won't start in the postseason at some point. He might. I just don't know that the Yankees are going to be the team to do it against. Because if we go look at their roster, you see here Max Fried, Luis Gil, Clark Schmidt, Eric Fetty, and Carlos Rodon. All of them have higher overalls than all of our pitchers except Garrett Crochet. So we should have the advantage in game 2, but other than that, it's not really they were pretty much able to send out a full 5-man rotation and feel okay about it. There's their bullpen. Ryan Helsley is their closer now, so they've got a little bit of an advantage there. Ian Hamilton is actually a starter. No, this is a different Ian Hamilton. There's one that plays for the Braves that is a starter. As far as roster, I don't know what kind of roster moves they've made, so let's go look at that. Catcher is Austin Wells. Nolan Schoenwell's at first base, that's right. Jazz Chisholm is still there at second base. Eugenio Suarez is at third. Anthony Volpe is at short. Kyle Schwarber. I've got Schwarber, Jason Dominguez, and Giancarlo Stanton. Cody Bellinger is at center field. This is his second year in New York after 2 in Chicago. And then, of course, Aaron Judge. And Aaron Judge had a really down year this year. You see that his power numbers have, especially against lefties, have taken a major hit. His contact's down across the board, and he's dropped to a 95 overall, which he is getting older. But even at 33, he's only at 10 years of service, which is really pretty good. But this is the worst year he's had in a while. 2020 obviously doesn't count because it's the COVID year, which was shortened. He went 36 home runs after hitting 51 and 58 the last 2 years. He had 37 and 23, 62 and 22, 39 and 21. So since 2019, this is his work. This is his least productive season, I would say. 2023 he didn't have nearly the RBI numbers. But the Yankees are kind of tied to him until 2031 with a $40 million a year contract. So we'll see. I imagine he probably turns it around next year. But let's not delay anymore. Yankees, of course, are the #1 seed in the American League going into these playoffs. Cutter Crawford is on the hill for us. Fried is a lefty, so we will have David Fry out there as opposed to Wilyer Abreu. But the rest of the lineup is pretty normal. Mayer, Rafaela, Bregman, Wong, Casas, Devers, Campbell, and Duran. I think lineup-wise, we're on par at least. The pitching, I think, could come to be the issue, but we will see. I think as far as the game that we're playing, I'm not too terribly concerned about it, but we do have to get over the hump at some point and make a, maybe make the championship series. Of course, we are still very early in this series.
That's out to center field.
Duran is going to hit that one right to Cody Bellinger. Pretty much. Out #1.
And stepping in for Boston, Christian Campbell.
Campbell struggled a little bit in the playoffs. Of course, we've only played 2 games, so.
Center field. Bellinger coming on.
I don't think he got a base hit in the first game.
Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, bases empty.
No, he did. That was where he got the base hit. It was that solo shot. Rafael Devers, your home run king.
And it's fouled away. Fried, 32 years old.
We've talked before about how the Red Sox were going to be a quick rebuild. Even with their record, they're still, in real life, they're still just a 500 team.
On the ground, right side.
And that's going to be a quick inning for Max Fried. Garrett Cole, of course, not here. He was traded to the Angels for Nolan Shonwell, and I'm sure some other stuff. I can't imagine that was just the trade.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat.
David Fry is able to corral that. #1.
You have a chance to collect some outs.
So this Yankees lineup obviously is well suited for right-handed hitting. We're really actually pretty similarly built. Chisholm, Bellinger, both. I imagine hit. I know Jazz Chisholm does. I don't know for sure about Bellinger, but he's a lefty, and in most cases, lefties hit righties a lot better. Aaron Judge, we saw his stats. He's been hitting righties better.
Swinging a foul out of play.
I'm trying to go after that. Okay. Fair enough, I guess.
1 down, base is empty. Outside low, 1-2 to count.
This series, we will of course not have a. Most likely, the best draft pick we had was year 1. So I am glad we got somebody that I think could move into the rotation as early as next season.
And that one is lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit.
Bellinger does manage to get on base with that.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see
If Campbell would have been the guy to go after that, I think we could have got it. Bellinger's stealing, okay. Didn't realize he had that kind of speed in him.
Having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't
He's like
have great
35
speed,
now.
but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Judge comes up empty there.
Crawford is now 1-2 to Aaron Judge.
Be the first ones to score in this one with the home field.
Got him swinging. Let's go. First strikeout of the game for Cutter Crawford. You know, it's got to feel good.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Schwarber was an off-season addition for the Yankees. Not a guy that we really considered. I was kind of looking more the younger spectrum, which we really didn't add a whole lot in free agency anyway. It was mostly a bullpen thing. Trying to improve our bullpen and closer, which I think overall we did. Basically a completely new bullpen. I know in the Tiger series, that was, against the Tigers last year in the playoffs, the bullpen was kind of what screwed us over.
2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam.
We did more addition through, calling players up, and then that was not a good at-bat for me.
We'll take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how
he, of course, got the scoring started against the Orioles with that grand slam. That is not going to be anywhere near that.
Base is empty. Here's Alex Bregman. And that one fouled off. No score here in the second. Next offering is fouled back.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings.
That know baseball very well. Who's somebody on this team that surprised you so far through this point in the series? Whether it's in a good way or a bad way.
First 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Up the middle, Jazz tosses to first, and they get Bregman. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom half of inning number.
Me, I don't know if there's really been anybody.
Right through there for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course...
I guess really my big surprise is that I haven't traded away Masataka Yoshida yet. Because I kind of expected to get rid of him year one just because of how much he was making, but he was hitting so well I couldn't really justify it.
So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job,
of course, now he's just a bench bat for us. We're not getting him involved terribly much, but it is nice to have. It is nice to have a guy that you can bring in the 9th inning or whenever, and just say, "Hey, I need a base hit. Go get me one."
But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think really too, Garrett Crochet being as good as he was year one was kind of surprising. Yeah, he's a good pitcher. I knew that, and I just didn't expect a year one Cy Young award for him. Of course, now we're gonna have to pay him a ton of money if we want to keep him around long term, which we of course do. But that's a contract that I've seen on here in other franchises that I've done that hits $40 million a year, which is unfortunate because the deal that Jason Dominguez gets the scoring started, solo shot to right center field. The Yankees take the first lead of the series. Nolan Shanwell up now. Shanwell, an interesting case. He's a lefty that hits lefties better, which also the case for our first baseman, Tristan Casas. Casas has started to even out a little bit.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Rafaela under it. Snags it for the second out.
Fly out for Shanwell. 2 outs now.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of the ALDS.
I know Anthony Volpe is somebody that uses one, and I can't tell if that's a normal bat or not.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But they're off to a good
So we get out of the inning, but Jason Dominguez is able to give the Yankees the lead. with that solo home run.
Back to work.
1-0.
Swing and a
I think
ball
we can even it up, or at least get some base runners.
Right field. Chisholm hauls it in, and there's one away.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of
David Fry in now.
Call me off, but he stayed focused.
Is kind of our main lefty specialist.
There's a swing and a drive.
I was opposite field with that one, but not. Didn't need a whole lot. That fence is 314 feet. That's
really
crazy.
good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field.
We had that conversation last game about the goofy outfield dimensions from teams in this division. As Rafael gets a base hit, that's huge. I haven't been hitting with him very well of late.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
He's not a great base.
Runner on the go.
This is a good idea.
Pitch in for a strike.
He does get there.
Especially
with 2 outs. I don't know if that was the best call. But I'm not good at stealing again. I don't think he's...
Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the drive.
The curve's going to be really bad.
Anywhere he wants to go right here.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder.
We do get a base runner.
To the last of the third. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
So no hitter for Fried, which is good. That's the first step. Deal with the rest of it later.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1-2 to Austin Wells.
And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Fouled up.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a high chopper, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
Pretty substantial bat. Good speed. Of course, when he was with the Marlins, he played center field. And the Yankees acquired him at the deadline last year for, I think the main part of the package was Agustin Ramirez, the catcher, but
next offering is
I don't know what else was involved in it.
And a foul ball.
Marlins have done a lot of trading off of their players
And now 2-2.
of late.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. They got it for out number 2. Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
The single and then a steal in this game.
Caught him looking
Got
for
it.
the K.
Didn't like that apparently.
1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. Back in New York, out of the fourth.
More pitching-oriented games so far. Yankees have broken through in the score column, but you could really argue it was just one bad pitch. Campbell is going to ground out to shortstop.
That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Here's Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers back up now. We'd love to be able to get Max Fried out of the game.
Swing and a ball popped up. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. To the right side, Chisholm fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs. And the batter now, Tristan
May
Casas.
try and take advantage of their
Struck out
very
swinging
heavy
his first
shift
time.
later in the game if we can't get anything going.
On the ground right side.
So far, our contact has been the opposite of last game that we played. It's the Orioles. Everything was hard hit. You know, a lot of line shots. Just they weren't, you know, they're pretty much two people.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though.
Judge went around there.
Is quickly climbing those charts. You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That's outside, and now it's 3-2. This to third, Bregman.
Oh, Bregman.
Tosses across to first.
One out over at first.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
It's a really scary part of their order. Most of the Yankees lineup is scary.
For you growing up in New York City,
Schwarber's had good success against Cutter Crawford in the past. Not a ton of at-bats against him, but still 4 for 6 with 2 home runs. It's not good odds for me.
As a kid, I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium.
Having a hard time with location right now. That first ball that we threw, I do think was a strike, but what can you do about it? Just straight fastballs for Schwarber at this point. Probably a good thing.
That's to third.
Ground ball to Bregman. He's able to handle it well. And we get Schwarber out.
2 down, bases empty. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. Suarez, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Venezuela. Swings through that one.
It's a strike there.
2 down, nobody
Schwarber wanted that one, and I don't blame him. That was a pretty nice gift that I handed him.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it.
Drop third strike, but we toss him out. Going into the 5th inning, it is a 1-0 game. Yankees with the lead. Only 3 total hits in this game from both sides. Yankees obviously have the most impactful one.
We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito.
Is that another one? That's another one. Connor Wong is going to get one down. Love to see it.
So a runner aboard to start
It's a single here for Wong.
Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Bregman up now.
His first time up. In the dirt.
Not trying to advance on that.
On the bases, it's ball 1.
Would have been nice if maybe I had a steal on, but
hit in the air, center field.
that's a good pitch for Bregman, but he didn't do anything with it.
And there's 1 down.
First out there. Runner on first, 1 out. With Marcelo Mayer coming up.
Next for the Red Sox. 0 for 1 with a fly out. And ball 1.
Outside. Ball 1.
Fouled off. He was late.
Very late on that.
Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Mayer's still a pretty good contact hitter against lefties. He doesn't have the pop, but he's not a real big power hitter anyway, and that's a double play.
And that's 2.
Fried handles us again.
Game 1 of the division series. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder.
Crawford's still pretty good on energy, and honestly, he's pitched a good game.
And that's outside, and that's ball 1.
A 1-0 game that came about because of a solo home run. You almost just kind of scratch that and say, okay, well, one pitch got away from them and they took advantage of it. It happens.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Most pitchers don't have games where everything they throw is just perfect.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Right side. Campbell.
That one a lot less offensive. Slow little dribbler over to Campbell. Route number 1. Nolan Shonwell at the plate now.
And first offering is fouled off.
Not where that pitch needs to
Bases
be.
empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in 1 game, and before that
May
game,
only get 5 innings out of Crawford too.
Who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey,
I need a starter that can just eat innings for me. I don't think.
Come over to the store tomorrow, and I'll give you a free suit."
Crochet is a little bit different because he used to be a reliever.
And he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you
Our
2
stamina
suits?
is
Super Joe
getting a little
with 2
iffy.
suits.
We pitched 72.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. He's there. He's got
Played
it.
that
2
really well.
away. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. And a sweeper misses for a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And that is out of play. Next pitch is outside.
Let's just take him. Let's just finish him off here.
Swings
Got
and
him.
misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
Well, not
Wong
quite.
collects,
Got him.
fires to first. In
That's the end of the
time,
5th
it's
inning, and I don't think I can. I don't think I can let Crawford
down
pitch in the
rocks. All set for the start of the
pitch in the
inning.
6th
So
inning.
stepping in for Boston, David Fry. Bounce to third. Suarez.
Should have probably
Fires
left that
across
one
the
alone.
diamond. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Cedar Rafaela now at the plate, and he's already singled in this game. Fly ball to right. And there's 2 down. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox.
Max Fried work.
And first offering is fouled off.
Bad luck against Max Fried in the past.
And he grounds 1 to the right side.
That one's gonna get down for a base hit. All right.
Base hit. So he gets on
Maybe a
base
little
and
2-out
keeps it
life.
going.
I think with that, we're actually out hitting the Yankees.
So digging in, Christian Campbell. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make some.
Runner on the go again. Pitch
Inside.
misses in.
Duran is at third.
Third save. That was wasn't close. And the
I try and
time is
be
now
aggressive on the
only
base
90
paths.
feet
It's the
away.
playoffs.
2 outs.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. On the ground
Right to the third
left.
baseman. Damn it.
Suarez throw to first in time. That's the 3rd out. Back for more.
Yeah, it would not be. Eldritch contact is actually better against
John
lefties,
Shelby
but
with Chris Singleton in the booth and
not much
leading off
power,
the bottom
so.
of the 6th, Austin Wells. Chris Bubich will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And down on strikes he goes.
Strikes out Wells. I don't think he took his bat off his shoulder.
The hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
1 down, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back.
0-2 to Chisholm.
Strike
Got him.
and that's 2 in a row.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts.
There comes Bellinger.
Not technically
1 for
on,
2.
you know, on pace for the can't now anyway. I was gonna say, it wouldn't have been an immaculate inning anyway because there are foul balls in there, but
Swings through that one for strike 1. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. That's down and in. Two down, nobody on. Good eye in that spot.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again.
got him.
For the K. And he
Bubich strikes out the side. So that was the guy to go into.
Yankee Stadium.
All right, Devers.
And here is Rafael
Let's
Devers.
tie it up here.
High
Nope.
fly ball out to center field. Bellinger makes the grab, and there's one away. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 2 in this one.
Perfect.
Drive, base hit. And the tying run is
Casas
on
with
base.
that was the best. It's the best contact we've made all game.
Connor Wong
It's
digs it
unfortunate
down.
that that's all it did, but whatever.
Swing and a high fly ball right field.
Gosh,
And there it's
terrible luck on some of these hits.
Alex
Come on, Bergman.
Up next for the Red Sox.
The type of stuff you're here for.
That's
Game
a
1.
little bit low.
It's no secret
Division
teams,
series
strong
against the
starting pitching
Yankees.
win in the postseason. Your
Down
game
1.
starter can set the tone for the series, and it feels like that's what's happening tonight. He really delivered for his team by going deep into this game.
In the air, left field. Dominguez
That's not it.
squeezes it, and that is
That ends the inning. Yankees still
And
up.
we're back. Here comes
1-0.
Aaron Judge. Bubich back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Just missed.
A little early on that fastball.
Well, that was lame. I didn't get a chance to run anybody over there till the end. I might could have gotten the out.
Rips one to left.
Instead, he's on base.
And they have their first base runner since the second inning. Throw back in holds him at first, so just a single. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And there's a foul ball. Bubic, in his 7th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Roll to short, could be 2. Feed to second.
There to Campbell. Campbell to Casas. Double play. Campbell does get taken out there by Judge.
Eugenio Suarez getting ready to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding
We're
that
up
deficit.
0-2 here.
And a base hit into right center field.
Pull on the dive is nearly able to get there. Yeah, I don't want to see that again.
The Yankees, Jason Dominguez. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
He's a switch hitter, I didn't realize that.
He takes it himself to the bag. Back in the Bronx, here's the shortstop at the plate, Marcelo Meyer. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
Shit alone.
When a guy's throwing
I'm getting too aggressive.
strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get
And
deep
then that,
into his pitch count
I don't know.
and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Wells. Down
the
to
only
first.
good pitch that freed through, I just didn't swing at. Freed may end up with a complete game shutout here unless we can do something about it pretty quick. David Fry's a good candidate to do something about it.
To needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits
That's
together
not it, though.
to get around across the plate.
Brings it in. 2 down. And next for the Red Sox, Cedar Rafaela. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Fouled off down the right side. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in game 1 of the ALDS. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to
We've
hit.
got one more inning to try and
Back in the Bronx, and here's the first base.
try and come back, but
it's
not looking real great.
And that's ball 1.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
That clips a corner.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
We can do work. He's at 33 pitches.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Reaches.
I hit the wrong button. I shouldn't have even dove. I might have got it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it remains 2-2.
Okay, this is the last batter Bubic is facing.
But you gotta love this battle. Just wondering.
He fouled that off.
Swings through that one. It's
Okay, got him with the cutter,
Came out of his mechanic.
but he's at. I don't have another lefty in my bullpen, unfortunately, but
Manager out of the dugout now.
that is nothing against you, sir. You have just thrown a lot of pitches. You, in fact, had a very good 2 1/3. So now Matt Brash, who we acquired at the beginning of the season to be our closer, ended up losing the duties midway through the year to Alex Lang.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one to first. That's a hit.
And he gives up a base hit here.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing, called strike.
Kind of hoping maybe they send out a closer for the ninth. They send out Helsley in the ninth. Just because then there'd be a righty as opposed to Fried. But I think, logic would say keep him in. Not like he's thrown that many pitches, and
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
Again, the lefty's got a huge advantage against most of my lineup, so.
Now a screamer into the outfield.
He manages to get there. Great play.
It was all over that fastball.
He just had to cover a lot of ground.
If he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Chisholm now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Inside. And 1-1. Volpe off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on
Volpe and
2
Chisholm with the exact same speed.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. Way high. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Brash. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of
that one just
strikeouts.
fine. Over to Costas, and that's out of the inning. So Brash gives up 2 hits, but okay, they do bring in Ryan Helsley. He had 46 saves this season, 9 blown saves, solid ERA, but he is a righty. But he does throw really hard. Yeah, that one was 101, and I was late on it. It was a good pitch.
You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
If I can get Duran on the bases here, that I will be very aggressive. That's not it. Damn it.
Steps on the bag. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Now it's the second baseman.
Okay, here's where we've got to make a decision. Not bullpen. I think we've got to pinch hit him here. Who's my best against? It's either a Brait or do I put Hamilton on with the hopes that I can maybe steal a base or 2. Just want somebody on base. It's probably Yoshida is my best bet. If I want somebody that can get on base and maybe do something about it, it would be Hamilton. All my bets at the bullpen are left-handed. Or bat left-handed. We're going with
Dave Roberts.
Yes, Campbell just hasn't done anything.
David Hamilton, and this is a big at bat in this ball game. Fly ball down the line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Play.
So the Red Sox.
Rafael Devers is 0 for 3. He's due for a base hit. Helsley's right-handed.
And he is elite against right-handed pitching. The contact, the average, and delivers the slug. And that one fouled off. Trying to close out a 1-run lead.
91 contact, 99 power. And give me something good. That's the game. Yankees beat us 1-0. I just couldn't get good contact against anything. Crawford pitched a good game. That's not on him. That's an offensive issue.
To produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Bubic had a good 2 1/3 of relief. It's that Jason Dominguez homer that ended up being the difference. I don't know if Hamilton was the right play. What am I? Alex Lang ends up getting the loss, which means I'm guessing we blew the game with it. We blew it in the ninth. Devers did hit a home run. That's good. Crochet went 5 innings, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts, so he continues to be very good this postseason. Bubic did give up a run, 2 hits and a walk. Kittredge was good. Slayton blew the save. Brash was good. And Lang took the loss. So Huck and now this may be the turnaround we need. He was really good against the Orioles. Wear the iconic red jerseys. Quick manage this. This is a going against the righty.
Ball 4, take your base. 3. Ball 4, take your base.
Walk for Devers. Fly out for Casas.
3.
Double for Wilyer Abreu. Pop up.
3.
Solo shot for Austin Wells.
3.
Aaron Judge gets Bellinger over to third. We have what? How many outs? Where is that listed? I can't see. Oh, up there. Okay, 2 outs. Ground out. All right.
3.
Strikeout. Fly out.
Take your base. Ball 4.
Walk.
Ball 4, take your base.
Walk for Devers. Fly out. Solo shot for Jason Dominguez. He is killing us. Single. Triple.
3.
1 run scores. It's now 4-0. 2 outs.
3.
Okay. Yeah, we're making a pitching change in the next inning. Fielder's choice. Mayer on first. Strikeout. Ground out.
Now pitching for the Red Sox,
3.
number 40,
Ball
Andrew
4, take your base.
Kittredge.
3.
Single, double
3.
play.
Take your base. Ball 4.
2 on for Marcelo Mayer. Fly out. Wilyer Abreu now with 2 outs. He walks the bases loaded. Later of the game, Connor Wong. As far as we know, last time he had a bases loaded situation, he took full advantage of it.
John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. Welcome in. We're in the 6th inning already, 2 out.
Schmidt's at 92 pitches here. A 92% win expectancy for the Yankees.
Out to center.
Good pitch, good
Bellinger
contact.
moving under it.
And
And that will end the inning.
nope, oh, suck.
Welcome back as we take a look
What
at
is
how
that?
today's starting pitch.
Going back to quick manage. Off. Alright, cool. Strikeout. Kittredge has been fantastic. Pitching change. Double for Rafaela. Alright, let's go. Fly out. Strikeout. Devers, come on now. You got this. Fly out. No, never mind. He does not. Solo shot. Alright. Who's up? Suarez. Which is still tired. Single.
Take your base.
First choice, but we got out of the inning. Solo shot for Tristan Costas. We're on the board. Solo Mayer, or Bregman struck out. Double for Mayer. Round out. Long. Pitching change. Pop up. Pop up. Single. Bellinger steals again. Strikeout. Error. That's not good. Okay. Ninth inning now.
Back here in Boston.
And we are coming into the game here. New York is up 2-0.
Swing and a miss as he was out.
And this may just be a simple case of us being outmatched. I don't know.
35 years old.
I thought we'd have an okay shot. We're really shouldn't be that far apart from them, but Rafaela sends that one back up the middle. All right, that's huge.
And that turns the lineup over.
So Rafaela gets a base hit.
Now batting Jaron Duran.
Duran is 0 for 4, but I'm not taking him out of the game.
He's also grounded out and struck out. Runner on the go.
Say we went around, but I think that did offer enough of a distraction that Rafaela gets to second.
A little out front there as he swings.
Yeah, I just can't hit right now. This is
towards first and foul.
That's foul. 0-2 to Jaron Duran.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Not great. He's 0 for Campbell's 0 for 3 with a walk.
Up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. Ground ball
And there's a base hit.
Coming home. Here's the throw.
Sending Rafaela.
Safe.
Campbell gets the RBI. Rafaela had to have been absolutely hustling to get there. Helsley comes in. Is a save opportunity for him. Devers at the plate. Runner on first. Can't tie it up here, so just do some hitting. That one is going a long way. It's gone! Over into the bullpen. Devers with his 3rd home run of the postseason. And we are within 1. 1 out for Tristan Costas. He is 2 for 4 today. He has been playing extremely well in the playoffs. I'm glad we got in that contract extension. I might have got there. I don't know. God, he's so slow, though.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down.
Yeah, we're going to pitch run him. I'll figure out the first base situation later. I've got David Fry. He can play first.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Move to first.
That would have been a good throw. He would have got us.
Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike.
It's a strike. Hamilton does get to second.
And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Runner goes again. Throw to third.
Right.
Save. That wasn't close. And the tying run
David
is
Hamilton
only 90 feet
is
away.
90 feet away from tying the game. Pinch runner was definitely the call here because a sacrifice will score a run.
Red Sox with a chance to tie it up. Foul ball still 0-2. The belt and fires. Going to count 1 and 2.
High.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And just misses with that one.
That's a good pitch there.
That's a rough pitch because it could have very easily been called a strike.
Just on the edge. Yeah, that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you drive back to the dugout.
Comebacker to the mound.
That wasn't what I needed.
Plenty of time to first, and they get Bregman for the out.
I need you to hit that a little bit further. Selemayer into the game.
It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff.
He's 1 for 4 today. Has a chance to be a hero. God, did I just miss that?
Power relievers, one after
Late.
another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a high fly
Well
ball.
hit.
That one out towards
Left
center
field.
Way back there.
God.
The New York Yankees are headed to the AL
That needed to go
Championship
probably
Series.
another 10 feet. And that's the series. Yankees will advance to the championship series. We at least managed to come in and make it interesting. Costas and Devers both had fantastic postseasons. But in the end, the Yankees were too much. You hate to see that. You hate to get eliminated by the Yankees if you're any team, but it really hurts as a Red Sox. So, 2 years. We made the playoffs both years. We beat Baltimore both years, and we are swept in the ALDS in both years. So the Yankees are currently the only team in the playoffs that have not lost yet. So the Dodgers advance on one side. We're still waiting on the results of the other two series. Philly advances on one side, and it's Seattle on the other side. New York, Seattle, LA, Philadelphia. All three really good teams. I don't remember who won last year. I don't remember if it'll say. Yeah, I don't know if it'll say anywhere or not. Well, actually, I can figure this out. World Series MVP last year, it was the Yankees last year, so they're going for 2 in a row. That really sucks. We're going to advance through the end of the week and just see where everything's at. Philadelphia beats the Dodgers in 5. Yankees beat the Mariners, so it is a Yankees-Phillies World Series. That could have very easily been what it was last year. I think it was, because I think I saw that the postseason MVP last year. Bellinger gets it this year. It was Stanton last year, oddly enough. And no, it was the Dodgers last year. But Josh Smith, who is now on the Phillies instead of the Rangers, wins it this year. Oh no, 2025. Yeah, it was the Phillies with Kyle Schwarber. So rematch of last year's World Series. We'll see how it goes. We'll advance to the end of the week. I'm not going to watch these games. Phillies up 2-0. Two-one. It's now 2-2. New York storming back. Philly ties it up. So it's been a good series. And the Yankees have won 2 in a row. Oh no. So that's what we're chasing. Never mind the 27 other World Series that they had before this series. They're closing in on 30. And we've got to match that. We could have done something about it this year, but we just were overmatched. Yeah, I'll send him to the offseason. But we will handle this in the next episode. Well, didn't really want to look at this yet, but I guess we will. Nathan Eovaldi retires. That's Paul Goldschmidt, who went from the Yankees to the Phillies, still didn't get his World Series. Let's see if there's anybody else interesting. Yu Darvish retires. Don't think there's going to be any Hall of Famers. Goldschmidt would be the one possible, but I doubt it. Oh, Max Scherzer. I didn't realize that he'd retired. Maybe they just waited. Oh, he was a free agent, I bet. Okay, well, that will do it for this episode. In the next one, we will get into the off season. I'll think about what I want to do with the team, what we really need, because I really don't know what it is. It's all also going to depend on how much money we have. We'll be getting some off the board with the Walker Buehler contract, but we'll go from there. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Friar Chuck saying bye-bye.